Hello again, friends. Welcome back. My name is Pumpkin Amy, and I'm here to show you how I store my playmats in a cute and functional way in my home. As we all know, especially as Pokemon TCG players, we end up with a plethora of playmats. Now, whether you play MTG, whether you play Flesh and Blood, whether you play Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Neopets, Altered TCG, I'm trying to think of more, Digimon, One Piece, whether you play any card game on this earth, you will end up with playmats, whether it's just because you're an avid collector of pretty things or whether because you win them in events. Now, I have a lot of ways, and I've discovered these. I'm going to put all of the product links to things that you can purchase in the description below. However, I must stress that I am a cheap queen and I never will pay more than like £15 for a storage solution. So I got all of these for £15 or less, and that is just an easy storage solution. There will be places that will try and charge you an arm and a leg for some of these, and you can get them much cheaper just by being a little bit innovative. So if you need a way to store all of your playmats, please stick around. I've got 3 different methods for you. Okay, the first solution is our vinyl roll holders. Now, I got this for about $7 on Amazon, but you can get like a 48 compartment one of these for as low as $14. So they're really cheap for the kind of storage solution you're getting. It fits perfectly over my door. As you can see, this is what it looks like empty, and then you can see it full. You can see all the designs as long as you keep the design on the outside when you roll it. So this is a perfect way to store lots of playmats really cheap. I've seen versions of these on like Kickstarter style websites which are specifically for playmats, which is a great idea, but they cost an arm and a leg because you're paying for the innovative idea when you can just use vinyl roll holders, which are unfortunately essentially the same thing. Okay, this one's my favorite method. These are wine racks. Now, I got these for about $12 each. That's 3 wine racks on my wall in a row. They display the playmats really clearly. I can grab one on the way out of the door to events. I love how it looks. It's kind of a display piece in my home as well as a really clever storage solution. You can get multiple playmats on one kind of wine scoop. I don't know what you would call it, but honestly, I really love this solution. I think it looks really pretty, and I've been able to doll up the entire area with a shelf above it for deck boxes, and my binders just below on the sideboard. So it honestly creates a beautiful solution that you can make a display out of. Another integrated method I have within this is playmat pods or tubes. These come at varying prices depending on brand. I like these ones from Ultimate Guard, not sponsored, because they are really hard plastic and I've never had one break on me. They've got these cute pop tops and you can put them on a carabiner and then put them on your bag so you don't have to have the space inside of your bag. So if you're a handbag girly, this is for you. Okay, next up I got a basket method. I actually got this basket for $2 in a sale, so nice and easy. And I like this method because you can see the playmats clearly. You can kind of have a rummage. I'm a rummager. I love a good rummage. I don't love this method because it can fill up, but you can fit a lot of playmats. So I don't know. It's a to and fro for this one on me. I like it. I don't love it. I do find that I can kind of see the designs clearly enough, but I don't think it's as clear as the other methods for me. But I do find it a good way of putting kind of just shoving them away. I don't have to be neat about it. I can just roll it, shove it in the basket, go home, you know? Nice and easy. Now, this is a method I don't like. Cupboards. They get really nasty, full really quickly, and really just frustrating to be able to see the design or get them out easily, and they can become damaged. And so cupboards and drawers are not for me. It's too difficult to see things and it gets messy too easily. And yes, of course, you know I'm going to do the bit. We are sponsored by Dragon Shield. And so when you buy a Dragon Shield playmat, you get a much more sturdy cardboard tube, which will store your playmat, which very handily has the design of the playmat on the outside. And you get these for free. This is standard. So you could expect to get one of these with your Dragon Shield playmats if you order using our affiliate link in the description. It does help the channel a lot. So please, if you are going to order a Dragon Protect Your Playmat, please make sure you use that link because it would help me lots and lots and lots. But yeah, these are really cool. They're much more sturdy. They come with obviously a cap. The other end is sealed. They're pretty good. My nails can't stab through them, and that's pretty good because I can stab through cans with these things. I'm not saying they're the most sturdy things on earth. They're definitely not as good as plastic, but for a freebie, yes, please. Now, some playmats come in existing packaging, and although this is great as a temporary solution if you don't have any other way of kind of storing or transporting your playmat, ultimately these are going to get damaged. They're very flimsy and they are really just meant for display. So unfortunately these aren't a good long-term solution, but short-term while you're sorting things out, I genuinely recommend just keeping them in the original packaging if you can. Okay, and one more I've seen on social media is that people say that they keep them in mailing tubes. So literally like the tubes that you would send things in the mail, in the post. So again, I'm not sure how I feel about this one. I feel like that's kind of a plain solution. I would rather something clear that I can see through. So I'd rather have my playmat pods, and you can get, so I think people were commenting about the shape, the kind of, the triangular shape. But there are certain brands that do triangular shaped playmat pods as well. And again, they're not that expensive. And I feel like if you've got a playmat that's really dear to you, or like something that's really cool and new, I love this ogre pond design. And so like, if you have that, why not protect your investment? If you're, if your house is old like mine used to be in my previous home, like we had a lot of mold problems, and that did get on my belongings sometimes. That got on my playmats, and that was such a shame. So I feel like having something that's not kind of cardboard where it can get moist is a lot better. And again, you're just gonna be able to see it easier. It's not gonna be reading the sides of the tubes. But if you already have those at home, then maybe that's a good solution. Or if it's just kind of, you have like so many playmats, you just need something to put in a cupboard, maybe the mailing tubes idea is a good one too. Okay, I haven't actually tried this method out, but I'm going to talk to you about it briefly because I have seen it on social media. So I have a friend and friend of friends who use toilet paper tubes or kitchen roll tubes to put the playmats inside of, and then put them in a cabinet, a bit like the Kallax units from IKEA. So or like in cupboards, and it just kind of keeps them together and stops them from unraveling and becoming a mess. I've personally not tried this method, and I didn't have enough random toilet paper tubes on hand to give it a go without just like taking all my toilet paper off the tubes. I'm not gonna try it. It's not for me. I'm not a big fan of having toilet paper tubes on display in my home, but I can totally appreciate if you have a cupboard that closes or something, that might be a method for you. It's something I've heard of, but I don't think it's for me. I also think if I had an open cabinet, Peridot would like biff them. She would try and get them out, and she's a nightmare with things like drawers because she loves to try and get in them and see what's there and get behind them. So that isn't for me as a pet owner or as someone who likes things on display neatly in my home, but I could totally appreciate that it's probably quite practical and definitely on the cheaper side of things. So maybe that's a way to go. Maybe it's toilet paper tubes. I hope that helped future and present TCG fans. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any other methods that you use that you find effective, please leave them in the comments because I'd love to make a follow-up video on some of your ideas as well, and we'll give some of them a go. So as long as they're not going to cost me the earth, we can give them a try. Thank you so much. If you have any feedback from this video in any regard, please let me know as well. We're always striving to do better over here. And if you have any other things that you think, oh, that would be really useful, Amy, do you have a solution? Maybe I do, and I just didn't think about it because I go through my daily life not thinking about things like with the playmats. And then my friends come over and go, oh, that's a really good idea. And I'm like, oh, I didn't think about it that way. But yeah, thank you so much, everybody. Mwah. If you would like to catch me, you can catch me over here on YouTube at least once a week, and on Twitch up to 4 to 5 to 6 times a week. So please follow, like, subscribe, and comment. Love you all. Have a great day. Protect your playmats.